Did you know that the Fibonacci sequence appears in nature all around us? From the arrangement of leaves on a stem to the pattern of seeds in a sunflower. It's like math is secretly woven into the fabric of life. The concept of Fibonacci sequence has been fascinating humans for centuries. It's a series of numbers in which each number is the sum of the two preceding ones, starting from 0 and 1. But what makes it so unique is that this sequence appears everywhere, from the geometry of flowers to the structure of DNA molecules. It's like math is speaking to us in a language that's both beautiful and mysterious. The significance of the Fibonacci sequence extends far beyond mathematics, though. It has been observed in art, architecture, and even finance. It's a universal code that seems to govern the proportions and patterns of our natural world. And that's what makes it so captivating. It's like we're uncovering a hidden truth, a secret that's been hiding in plain sight all along. So, what is it about the Fibonacci sequence that makes it so ubiquitous and powerful? Is it just a coincidence? Or is there something more profound at play? These are the questions that I sought to answer when I embarked on my 100-hour research journey into the world of Fibonacci. Many of us have heard of the Fibonacci sequence, but surprisingly few of us truly understand it. We often get caught up in the mystique surrounding it, believing it to be some kind of esoteric concept that only math geniuses can grasp. But the truth is, it's much simpler than that. The Fibonacci sequence is just a sequence of numbers. It's the way we choose to apply it that makes it powerful. One of the biggest misconceptions about the Fibonacci sequence is that it's some kind of universal key that can unlock the secrets of the universe. While it's true that the sequence appears in many natural patterns, it's not a magic formula that can be applied haphazardly. It requires a deep understanding of the underlying principles and a willingness to experiment and explore. Another challenge people face when trying to understand the Fibonacci sequence is that it can be overwhelming. There's so much information out there, and it's easy to get lost in the noise. But the key is to start small, to focus on one aspect of the sequence at a time, and to be patient with yourself as you learn. Many of us have heard of the Fibonacci sequence being used in finance, but what does that really mean? How can a series of numbers be used to predict market trends or optimize investment strategies? The answer lies in the way the sequence can be used to identify patterns and proportions, helping us make more informed decisions about our money. But the Fibonacci sequence isn't just limited to finance. It appears in art, music, and even architecture. From the proportions of the Parthenon to the rhythms of jazz music, the sequence is a universal language that transcends disciplines. One of the most fascinating applications of the Fibonacci sequence is in nature. It appears in the branching patterns of trees, the flow of rivers, and the structure of galaxies. It's as if the natural world is speaking to us in a language that's both ancient and eternal. The Fibonacci sequence has also been observed in the human body, from the proportions of our fingers to the geometry of our DNA. It's a reminder that we're not separate from the natural world, but a part of it, connected by a web of numbers and patterns. But what's even more intriguing is that the Fibonacci sequence appears in our minds, too. It's a reflection of the way we think, the way we perceive patterns and proportions. It's a window into our own consciousness, a way to understand the workings of our own minds. One of the most surprising discoveries I made during my research was the way the Fibonacci sequence appears in the stock market. By analyzing the patterns and proportions of market trends, traders can use the sequence to make more informed investment decisions. But the Fibonacci sequence isn't just limited to finance. It's a universal principle that can be applied to any field or discipline. It's a way of thinking, a way of seeing the world, and a way of understanding the underlying patterns that govern our reality. During my research, I stumbled upon an interesting phenomenon: the way the Fibonacci sequence appears in the proportions of web design. It turns out that many websites, including some of the most popular ones, use the sequence to optimize their layouts and improve user experience. The Fibonacci sequence is also observed in social media, where it appears in the patterns of user engagement and the growth of online communities. It's a reminder that even in the digital world, we're still connected to the natural world and its underlying principles. One of the most insightful discoveries I made during my research was the way the Fibonacci sequence reflects the human experience. It's a symbol of growth, of transformation, and of the cyclical nature of life. It's a reminder that we're all connected, that we're all part of a larger whole. But what really blew my mind was the way the Fibonacci sequence challenges our conventional understanding of math and science. It's a reminder that there's still so much we don't know, that there are still secrets waiting to be uncovered. The most surprising discovery I made during my research was the way the Fibonacci sequence appears in the structure of the universe itself. It's a mind-boggling concept that challenges our understanding of space and time. The Fibonacci sequence has far-reaching implications for our understanding of the universe and our place within it. It's a reminder that we're still just scratching the surface of human knowledge, that there's still so much to explore and discover. One of the most profound insights I gained during my research was the way the Fibonacci sequence reflects the interconnectedness of all things. It's a symbol of the unity that underlies our fragmented world, a reminder that we're all part of a larger whole. The Fibonacci sequence is more than just a series of numbers. It's a gateway to a deeper understanding of the world and our place within it. It's a symbol of the beauty, the mystery, and the complexity of life itself. So, what did I learn from my 100-hour research journey into the world of Fibonacci? I learned that the sequence is just the tip of the iceberg, that it's a doorway to a much deeper understanding of the world and ourselves. I learned that it's not just about math or science. It's about the human experience, about the way we perceive and interact with the world around us. The Fibonacci sequence is a powerful tool for anyone looking to deepen their understanding of the world. It's a reminder that there's still so much to explore, so much to discover, and so much to learn. Thanks for watching, and if you have any thoughts about the Fibonacci sequence, please leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to check out my other videos for more fascinating topics and insights.